like Attila the Hun. I came here to conquer. Lanes bring the beef, I tell them no donker. They wanna play games, I shock them like Blanca. They still rudimentary, I'm tough like Tonka. And let me get this off my chest. I'm hearing going nowhere, so haters take a rest. Ain't nothing handed, just working hard, sweating. You can take that to the bank. I know I did bet.
Welcome to episode 19 of I Am the Storm. I, of course, am your host, Tempestt. Please be sure to hit the like button, and if you're new and like the content, be sure to leave a sub and hit the notification bell to know when the next video goes up. It really does help the channel out and helps us get seen. Also, if you haven't seen the previous episodes, feel free to give those a look as well. As you know, I do have a playlist for ease of access, and I do other things such as music, montages, work with Mind Over Mix-Up, be sure to check them out too. And with that out of the way, let's get started. So a lot has been going on lately. PS5 had a full breakdown of the console and what's inside of it. This is something they don't normally just do so willingly, so if you haven't gone and checked that video out, then be sure to, look it up, and it's pretty cool, honestly. It's just kind of nice seeing like the guts and just kind of how easy it is to break things down. Then we also have King of Fighters news. 2002 according to the fandom, may be what we're gonna have to play until we get more news on 15, because rollback. Which the other news on KOF actually is we're getting a new KOF movie on top of it. So don't worry, it's not live action. It's not live action. So we'll be good on that. But that's a bit of good news. However, I know how people are. They want more 15 news, which I'm with them, but I have a feeling we'll get some soon. It's been a little over a year, so I have a feeling SNK hasn't forgotten about us. But more on the news front is that Microsoft is entering a partnership with Gamestop. I'm just going to read directly from the article for this one. Microsoft, the creator of the Xbox gaming console, will leverage GameStop's retail stores to offer an expanded variety of product offerings, including Xbox All Access, which will provide an Xbox Game Pass Ultimate to players with no upfront cost. The article goes on to mention how GameStop will be able to utilize the cloud-based data platform, Dynamic 365, in order to gain insight about customer preferences and purchasing history, real-time info on products, and more. They'll also be equipped with Microsoft Surfaces so they can do things more efficiently. Things like checking for availability of things in different stores, communication. While this is huge for Microsoft and especially for GameStop, we know they were in a bad way recently, and this is great for them too. You gotta wonder, with the acquisition of Bethesda, how they plan on hitting Sony in the long run, and if Sony has something planned for the endgame. For a company who was saying that they didn't want console wars, Microsoft is being extremely aggressive in my position. I personally can't wait to see how everything unfolds, because this kinda honestly looks like it's only gonna work out great for us gamers. I mean, look at the price point. Now, speaking of Sony, they will be shutting down access to the marketplace, but for the online only. Now pay attention, because a lot of people freaked out about this. This means that you cannot access games to purchase on your phone or web browser. You can still purchase games on the consoles themselves. So Sony isn't abandoning any of you who still get games on those platforms. They're just focusing efforts on what's to come for PS4 and PS5. Now, speaking of which, Guilty Gear Strive is going to have confirmed 15 characters for the starting roster, and there is confirmed DLC. They also teased Anji at the end of the most recent trailer and revealed a new character as well. They confirmed story mode and will be uploading the story from previous games to YouTube in order for people to catch up with the story, if they haven't played it. And they also lifted the current spoiler restrictions on Xrd and Revelator. They plan on giving a story mode trailer on Strive soon, and honestly, with Anji and the new character who's named Giovanna, that leaves one more slot for the initial roster of the game. This is exciting. They said the next trailer is going to be in January, which is interesting since the game is, according to the trailer, releasing early 2021. Now, if there's any other news, best believe we'll be on it whenever possible. With this game being a continuation of Xrd, the DLC will most likely be invested in returning characters, Hopefully. Well, that's my opinion anyway. Also, while my time frame on Minecraft Steve was a wee bit off, just it happens. He'll be out extremely soon, October 13th. Now, speaking of being off, let's talk a little bit about handling losses and feelings of despair. I know I've kind of touched on this before, but I feel like this can't be revisited enough. What do you do when you suffer loss? Whether it's in tournament, applying for or trying to join a team, or an org, whether it's to a rival or a training partner, or so on. There is a simple answer. Don't let it get to you. However, I know this isn't enough to just go and motivate anyone just to push through their own disappointment. Everybody works differently. So, something that any individual would need to understand is that in order for you to succeed, you're gonna inevitably experience despair or feeling down or failure. It's at this point that you want to be the most resilient that you can be. Fall 7 times, get up 8. That's the saying, and it's true. It does not matter how many times you might fail. You can always get back up. A world champ is not infallible. They can not reach the championship or even top 8. Depending on the competition or the setup, they could fail in pools. Heck, go 0-2 if the situation lines up. They've got rivals, they've got, special tournaments. It can happen. But the key is, it's an any given Sunday factor. Nobody's on point all the time, every day. You want to not let yourself get into your own head, which is a lot of players. It's just a mistake that they make. They just defeat themselves before they even try. Another major mistake is that, people often make, they let their disappointment affect how they play moving forward. Yeah, it does hurt. It hurts to lose, but let's be real. It's never truly over unless you let it. Or you have some condition that affects you, but that's strenuous circumstances. Heck, in regards to something even like applying for or trying to join a team, an org, turning pro, whatever, not everybody's going to get in on the same credentials or the first try or immediately. No door is truly closed unless something is that off with you, and then don't burn bridges, please. Just find ways to improve and try again. The situation is this: disappointment, despair, failure, losing, it all happens. It happens to the best. Look at LeBron. This man has been to the championship 9 times and only managed to win 3. And yet, he still did it. His stock, his brand speaks for itself. Think about it this way. How many people can say they've even gotten that far, once, who was a pro, let alone win it? I'm looking at you, Buffalo Bills. Easier said than done, but, never give up and come back stronger every time. Remember, analyze, be honest with yourself, and look for proper ways to improve. Plus, don't rush it. Not everybody grows at the same time, the same rate, and faster doesn't always equal better in the end. I say this all the time. But that's it for me. Tell me what you guys think. Did I miss something that you wanted to hear about? The things you're looking forward to? There was a lot to cover, again, but we can discuss it in the comments. Plus, we're still on the growth push. I've got a lot of things in work for sure for you guys, and I can't wait to share it with you. You can also reach out to me on different media. I'm always around, and shout outs to BDG once again, doing big things. Be sure to keep an eye on them and check them out if you haven't already. And don't forget to check out Mind Over Mix-Up. If you like the content, sub and share with a friend. That being said, be safe, take care of each other, press buttons, and catch you on the flip side.
You want says, best believe that you'll catch one. Represent my gang, hands shaking like I'm Gladiator. Beat the beat ferociously, I'm vicious like the Manhattan. Bobby flavor rapper than just rolling like a Don Fin. I'm flame body, everything I do is guaranteed high. Y'all gon' keep this record spinning heavy like a poker stop. I grasp not